let it start.
No, I don't want to let it start. Hi, kids. It's me, Kitty Homeperm.
My newest sister. Well, in case you're wondering what looks different, well, I turned Tom Catt into Kitty Homeperm.
You turned Tom Catt into Phyllis Diller.
I turned her into a real live drag queen. She's a real live drag queen. Mama, she's a real live drag queen.
Mama, I'm a real queen now.
She's a real queen now.
That's what I get. That's what I get.
Lost the earring. Lost the earring.
And it would happen at the beginning of the episode.
Of course, yes. I can edit that out.
It's
but
fine.
I might not.
You won't.
I probably won't.
You will not edit that out. That's comedy gold, you have there, friend. Don't try me like that.
First rule of drag, if you're making over your sister, never let her look better than you.
It's just such a shame that I do look better than her.
Actually, I have to say,
all things considered,
I think you look fabulous.
Yes,
I think you look fabulous.
The looks really came together. I'm taking these things
off.
off.
Okay, take them off.
I have no choice at this point. I'll put them on for the show later.
I'll put them on for the show.
But yes, my darling sister, sometimes mother, sometimes daughter, decided for this episode to make me up.
Yes.
And the products used were Krylon TV paint sticks. Mm-hmm. We also used my cosplay son's makeup brand, which is Heroes and Villains. This is the Heroes and Villains eyeshadow palette by Foxx Beauty Cosmetics.
And it's Foxx with 2 X's.
Foxx with 2 X's.
Website. I'll have all the details listed down below.
All the details will be listed down below. Mm. And enjoy as you watch me transform from to this.
Well, needless to say, we did have a lot of fun.
We did.
We had a lot of laughs. And
lots of laughs and a lot of learning.
A lot of learning, yes.
A lot of learning
for both of us. Mm-hmm. And so this was, me home-perming you.
And it was an experience.
It was an experience.
There will not be a moment in time when I will not relish doing the same thing to you.
Ooh. Give me one moment in time.
But we thank you. We thank you for enjoying this. Enjoy it. Enjoy all of the merriment that is about to befall you.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, as usual, we're going to roll the camera back in time. And I'm going to show you how I created this masterpiece of loveliness.
Did you hear that? I'm a masterpiece of loveliness.
A masterpiece.
A masterpiece of loveliness.
Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Men have named you. So, without any further ado, kids,
Tom Catt becomes Kitty Homeperm.
We're going to show you how it happened. Stay tuned. Okay, well, I'm back with my kabuki sister.
Ni hao.
She's going to be trying out for Shen Yun.
Dear God Almighty, no, absolutely not. So you're probably wondering why I'm in whiteface right now. And there's
Tom. Why are you in whiteface? Inquiring minds want to know.
So in my travels, I have been trying to figure out the best way to avoid upper lip sweat. So the best way that I know how to avoid upper lip sweat is you could do one of two things. You can color correct to high heaven, powder over the color corrector, and then do your normal foundation. I do not ascribe to that. So what I decided to do was I'm just using, my base is 070, which is in the Krylon TV paint stick, and that is pure white. And, there are actually a lot of drag queens that do use a white base for their makeup. That way they can build on more color over the course of their makeup application. When you and I did the New Bar show, that was exactly what I did. I ended up doing a clown white base. And then I did my contouring and my blush. And then I did more contouring and more blush and just gave my face that color and just kept the kept over here white, my upper lip white, my chin white, and my neck white. I mean, my jawline white, and also my forehead. But everything else was pretty colorful in terms of that. But yes, it is a thought. As a matter of fact, I did a theater makeup course years ago. Hello and greetings. I did a theater makeup course, and there was a black student that I became friends with. Her name is Ruby McCargo. Love you, girly. And she did a drag look where her base was white. And she built the color on top of that, which is, it also helps with the blue in my upper lip and also the blue in my chin because, when you shave, that's just unfortunately a hazard of the trade. You're going to have blue beard stubble, you're going to have, upper lip sweat, and Toni, as a matter of fact, became incredibly privy to that.
I've never seen that happen. He was trying to apply the makeup, and the more you were trying to apply it, the more it was coming off. See, I'm so fortunate. I can put anything on. Like I can even use like Wet and Wild,
Sounds like she's bragging, doesn't
I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that I'm fortunate.
I completely and
totally
get it.
I could take the cheapest crap.
Toni was profusely apologizing, saying, "I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. I feel so bad, and this is my norm. This is my norm. When I did drag for conventions, when I do drag professionally, this is my norm. I sweat profusely. And I've thought of Botox. I've thought of Botox. But then again, friends of mine have had Botox, and they still, the sweat betrays it.
I fortunately, again, I really don't sweat.
Yeah. Really something your guys are in for a treat because you're going to see just how much color can be put onto a white base.
Mm-hmm. We're going to find out.
Ready?
Ready. So we're going to do, we glued down the eyebrows.
The eyebrows have been glued down.
We're going to draw eyebrows. So we may end up fast forwarding through quite a bit of this. I don't know how much of me they're going to see.
Well, we're going to whatchamacallit.
So it's all right. You can turn towards me. And we're going to start. I do little dots, and then I connect the dots. So we're going to start there. Little dot. And there. A big part of drag, too, is... Actually, that one wasn't right. There. A big part of drag is learning your own face.
Yeah, learning as you go.
You
can go higher than that.
Well, I'm trying to replicate...
Oh, yeah, you're trying to make me look like you.
On you,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
As...
We can't always look like Disney villains.
No.
But Toni is learning fairly quickly the reason why I keep my face the way I keep my face, because it's very challenging.
You're doing what you have to do to sort
I do what I have to do to survive.
Make it work for you.
Yeah.
And that is understandable. We could turn like that. Yeah. And I was telling you before, I'm still... it was a little darker than I wanted, but that's okay. I'm still, learning things about, my own, doing my brows and... Of course, even doing my own techniques on your face, there's still going to be differences because, obviously...
Our faces are very different.
They're different.
I did not spring from your womb. I did not spring from your womb, so we have
Although I felt like you did. Oh, my God.
If it makes you feel any better, one of my eyebrows is higher than the other.
So are mine.
They're like tits. Sorry, not tits. Breasts. They're like breasts.
They're called breasts, Mother. Every woman has them.
They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Stay at home with me and pray.
Oh, we should do that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yes, we should do that.
Fine, I'll tell you what. You be Sissy Spacek and I'll be Shelley Duvall. And we'll both go as horror children.
Who will Alexis be?
Jack Nicholson. Kathy Bates in Misery. No, sorry, Mierda happens.
Mierda.
Mierda happens. Merda happens. Merd happens. Scheiß happens. Scheiß happens. I think I had that teacher in high school.
I'm just gonna make that.
There you go. A little longer. It's fine.
We'll fix it.
Fix it in
We'll
post.
fix it in the edit, folks.
Fix it in post.
I've actually never done somebody else's eyebrows. Like when
I'm glad I'm the experiment
you're the
mother.
Experiment.
So thankful that I am the experiment.
You're the experiment. I've done. Like I did Ashley's eyes.
Yes, but Ashley did her own eyebrows.
But she did her, yeah. She did her own eyebrows, but she doesn't have.
How fortunate for her.
How fortunate for her.
I'll tell you what, though, makeup application is very, very stimulating. Like, my partner can watch me put on makeup, like, anytime I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know friends of mine that have actually sat down and watched me do makeup, and it's hysterical because I used to watch my grandmother put on her makeup, and I used to watch my mother.
Too.
I used to watch my mother put on her makeup.
Me too, yes. Yes. And I told you, like, my mother sold Avon.
Yep, so you
And
were right in the thick of it.
I used to help her with putting, like, all the products into the little bags.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I snuck some samples for myself.
One or two, maybe.
Maybe one or two.
Everything that can be done is room for improvement.
Absolutely.
We call them happy accidents.
Absolutely.
It's like watching Bob Ross paint a portrait. Mm-hmm. And the canvas is just as white. I'm witty sometimes, and that's witty with two T's.
Not bad. I just gotta touch up.
The theme today is two of everything. And honestly, having somebody paint your face is very therapeutic.
I've only had it done 2 times.
You've only had 2 people touch your face?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The very first time I did drag, Monica Storm did my makeup. And then there was the time that Ashley
you know something? You should be very, I don't want to use the term proud, but you are the first drag queen to do my makeup.
Am I?
Mm-hmm. No one has. I mean, when I used to do like drag in 2009 when I started, my girlfriends did my makeup. Like they would do basic beauty makeup.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's not good.
I learned, but I learned by self-application. I learned by doing it on my own.
Yep, that's how you have to. All right, we can just turn a little bit more that way. Guess we gotta fix that.
This word "fix" you use.
This word "fix" you speak of.
What is it that we are fixing exactly? But as drag goes, the more I play with my face, the more I learn what I can and can't do. Mm-hmm. Unless I either block or shave my eyebrows, I'm limited, sort of, when it comes to painting my face. So I rely very heavily on the fact that I have a cat eye, and I can play that up. I've tried doing cut creases, and I can't do cut creases unless it's really, really, really exaggerated and it just doesn't look right with the way that my eyebrows are shaped. Like I've done B. Arthur drag until I'm blue in the face, and like not for anything, I look very much like the broad.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for me to like do my basic eye and just do white on the lid.
Of course.
But when I do drag, I'm like trying to step out of that comfort zone. So
Right.
I have extended my inner corner. I have extended my outer corner. I have like really, I've tried to take full advantage of the fact that I do have a cat eye. What are you looking at, my dear? What's up?
My eye was watering a little. I'm like, oh, did I just tear up my makeup in trying to correct yours?
She's so proud of herself, kids.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you.
Careful, you'll be demonetized.
I ain't even monetized.
You will be soon enough.
I hope.
Speak it into existence, Ma. I need more money in my inheritance. Let me make you a cup of tea.
I think I'm gonna go stay with your sister Gloria. The hardest thing for me in drag is the brows. The brows are just the hardest thing.
Well, I'm so bloody grateful that we're having this time together and figuring it out as a team.
Not too bad. All right, do you have any brown shadow? Or you know what? I could use this.
You could use the contour. You could use the contour palette. And the contour palette is Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Oh, she's so bougie.
I have the cream one, but I do not like cream contour. I like powder contour. Because powder I can just build and build and build and build and build, and it's like, I feel like cream just doesn't blend the way that I want it to.
Well, I will cream contour if I'm doing something that's like outside in the heat and I really, want the makeup to last a long, long time.
See, that's one of the reasons why I use Got to Be Glued as my... Got to Be Glued.
Yes.
The makeup setter of drag queens.
You're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. We're trying.
You're not sponsored, Pussycat.
We are trying, damn it.
You're not sponsored. Not yet.
Give it time. I'm giving you gold to use right now, ma'am.
Okay, that's looking good. All right, turn. To everything. Turn. Don't laugh, it gives wrinkles.
I promise nothing.
Oh, I love this song. What the world needs now. I keep saying,
sweet love.
I keep saying I'm going to do this at the nursing home.
Why don't you?
I should. They would enjoy it.
I think they would
A little bit
too.
of glue schmutz there. Got it.
We love the glue schmutz.
We love the glue schmutz.
We adore the glue schmutz.
We stand the glue schmutz.
We stand glue schmutz in this house. I think by the time we're finished, Alexis Flame will have been...
She may have just gotten a lens in.
She may have just got...
One contact.
One contact. Oh, she'll kill us.
Well, she was going to do that regardless. So
That's
at least,
See you there, Mom.
Let us see. Oh, they're definitely in the same gene pool.
I don't hate them. I don't hate them.
And the other good thing is the wig you're wearing has wispy bangs.
Oh, thank the Lord for small
A wispy bang wig is a drag queen's best friend.
That and eye patches.
Oh, God, yeah.
Especially with that
I know,
conjunctivitis.
yes. I used to, years before I was with Frank, I lived with a drag queen. We were just roommates. I lived with her and her boyfriend.
And they were roommates.
Yes.
But you don't get the joke, do you?
No. What's that from?
It's actually from Vine. There was this Vine of a guy sitting on his stoop, and there was a girl that passed, and she says, and they were roommates. And he turns to the camera and he goes, and they were, my God, they were roommates. Yeah, my face, the base of my, the face of base, the base of face, took approximately...
Ace of base, I saw the sign.
Thank you, yes.
It opened up my eyes.
I saw the sign.
Alright, I'm just going to darken the tail up. It's a little bit. I use this. It's a Wet n Wild brown liner. So you're able to get, because of your bone structure, I can get like a much longer brow. I can't. It's like my ear is already up here. So even though, you know.
Well, I mean, I've extended my natural brows before.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't look bad. And I've definitely thought of like blocking, you know, the tail of my brow and going up and over a little bit more to make it a little bit more exaggerated. But even then, like, I just like the way my eyebrows look.
Well, that's good.
Makes me feel more like a natural woman.
Of course it does, pussycat.
Don't patronize me.
Gee, that's a really lousy piece of pizza. That's okay. So blend.
And we're blending.
We're blending.
You know, not for anything, but Jay Saylor is like the voice of a generation for that contour video she put out there.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, she's the voice of a generation of drag queens and young makeup aficionados.
Mm-hmm.
And God bless her for it.
God bless her. Every one of us.
God bless us, everyone.
That's one of me and Frank's, or one thing for, like, Christmas is we love to watch Scrooge.
Are you talking like Scrooge or Scrooged with Bill Murray?
Scrooge with Alastair Sims from like 1930 something, or where he's like, "Are there no workhouses? Are there no poor homes?" or whatever the line is.
I think that was on Turner Classic Movies the other night. Since I've been at my partner's, that's literally all I've been watching is Turner Classic Movies. I actually had a really, really, really heavy cry the other night.
What did you watch?
I watched Meet Me in St. Louis.
When she sings
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
It destroys me. It destroys me.
I can't.
I've
come to the conclusion I just can't watch that scene anymore because it literally destroys me.
Yes. Same.
And then there's little Margaret O'Brien who loses her collective mind. She's still alive, by the way. She's 84 years old.
Oh, my Lord.
She's 84 years old. So again, when it comes to my face, I just try to, you know, give as much depth as I can with what the Lord gave me.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of, you know, there's one thing about, like, doing my makeup is, you know, I've learned, and especially, too, like, you know, performing as much as I have, you know, a lot of times when you think something looks good, you leave the house, and then you see pictures, and it's like, oh, God. You're like, oh, my God, no. Shorten that a little bit more.
Wow, we are fixing these eyebrows, friends and lovers. We are fixing these eyebrows.
This is what you do with the brows, folks.
And the bangs are wispy tonight, kids.
Wispy.
They're wispy bangs.
They are wispy bangs. We just need to do a little blendy blend here. Soften that front. Our brow hair came up a little bit there, but
that brow hair wasn't going to stay down for long.
She was like
fighting.
She was like, "Oh hell no!" She's like, "Ain't nobody gluing me down.
Nobody gluing me down today.
Nobody's gluing me down today."
And nobody in all of Tom's face, no eyebrow that there is or was, is ever going to glue me down. Oh, it's funny. I'm tearing a lot now, to myself. It's just the atmosphere. This is such a cathartic moment for the both of us. All right.
Yeah.
For the first time doing an actual brow over glued down brows, it doesn't look awful.
It's not awful. Are they the best? No. Sorry. We're working. I'm working with the tools I've been given. Okay.
And we're back.
We're kind of happy with
We're
the
happy
brows.
with the brows. Now we're going to do the real fun part, which is the eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow. So we're using, and this is the Heroes and Villains.
We're using the Heroes and Villains palette by Foxx Beauty.
Oh, and they do have names.
They do have names.
So the blue.
So we're using, please hold for the next available representative. So the blue is Snow Queen, not Snow Queen. Orc's Blood.
Orc's Blood. Orc's Blood is blue.
Orc's Blood is blue.
It's blue.
Next to that is Druid and a bit Abyssal Door. Abyssal Door.
Abyssal Door.
Abyssal Door.
Is that like a...
Sounds like a vacuum.
I was going to say, is that like Abyssal Carpet Sweeper?
Perhaps. We're showing our age. We're showing our collective age.
All right. So, let's see. Bear with me one sec. I'm getting a little wet here. I'm just going to tap out the crease a little. You got a little bit. That always happens to me too. The creasing.
Oh, where you get, of course, creasing.
Yeah.
And, I do not like eye primer.
No?
Does nothing for me.
Okay.
I use my foundation. Whatever foundation I use, that's my eye primer.
Alrighty. Where was the brush? Oh, here it is. I'm just going to load up this brush. And I'm going to do basically what I did on my face. And yes, nice that this blue is basically the same color and pigmentation as what I used.
And what did you use, Toni?
I used the Naughty or Nice palette.
That's autographed.
Yes.
They're John Hancocks are all over it. I love when never mind, I'm not even going to finish that statement. Editing! Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Homeperm.
Maybe it's Homeperm. I am going to cut your crease.
Well, we knew that was coming.
You know, I am the queen of the cut crease. And if you can just turn a little more towards me. Thank you. And basically, what I do is I basically sort of just draw like the crease in the wing, and then I go.
There are some drag queens that will draw on how they want their eye to look with like pencil and
everybody's got a technique.
It's the same thing as being a cardiologist. I know. I'm casting a wide net here. But if you're a cardiologist and you are with a group of cardiologists and you are handed an EKG monitor, if you're handed an EKG printout, you will get 10 different doctors giving you 10 different responses.
True.
To what could be wrong or right with that EKG.
Very true. Very true.
And it's the same thing with drag queens. Every drag queen has a different way of applying their makeup.
Mm-hmm. Right now we're just going to start blending this out.
And if you guys hear anything from the outside, there's a reason behind it.
What is the reason?
I needed to be cold in here in order to not melt.
True.
Because I am the Wicked Witch of the West, and even the slightest bit of moisture will send me into a state.
Oh, she's in a right state.
I'm in a right...
She's in a right state. Blue is beautiful.
Good job, Daniel! And to those that want to follow him, you can, again, at Winter Foxx. That's WINT3RFOX. And foxbeauty.com, and that's Fox with 2 X's. Do you remember illegally downloading music years ago?
Oh
and
my God,
you would overhear like someone saying DJ something or other.
Yes, I vaguely remember that.
Or you'd end up hearing like some type of over, just so that it wasn't completely illegal. They don't teach you this stuff in books, kids.
No.
So this is actually going to be a really interesting experience for me because I've never contoured and done blush avoiding the eyeshadow, and that's what I think I'm going to have to do. Because usually how I would do my contour and my blush is I would just do the rule of 3, where I would take my contour and I would go into the cheek, onto the forehead, into the cheek, and down the jawline. But I can't do that with this eye.
No. No.
I can't do that with my face like this.
Not gonna happen. Let's try this.
And you know, there are some drag queens out there that will use 20 brushes. I'm one of those drag queens that will use maybe 3.
Well, I have a color switch. And I usually...
Color switch?
Yeah, color switch.
Is it a switch that's colored?
No. It's like... It's this little round thing, and it's got like... It looks almost like a sponge or netting material in it.
Yeah.
And you just take the brush, and you go like that, and it like...
Oh.
It scrapes all the color off. Well, the pigmentation on this palette, especially on these mattes, is very, very good. So I do have to...
Give credit where it's due.
Give credit. So getting a lot of nice depth.
You know what's awful?
What?
A dentist with poor depth perception.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
Well, think about it. A dentist with poor depth perception?
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't know how far down your throat he's going.
Oh. But
We call that in the biz a groaner.
That's a platinum dad joke.
What are we dusting over there? Is it a darker purple or is it that blue?
This is the back to the
It's
blood.
back to the so it's back to Orc's blood.
Back to Orc's blood.
So the blue is Orc's blood. The dark purple is Abyssal Door. No, is it Abyssal Door?
I think so.
And the shimmery Robin's Egg Blue, the shimmery turquoise, is called... Yeah, okay, so that's called Abyssal Door. That's Orc's... So Abyssal Door is the Robin's Egg Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Orc's Blood is the blue blue.
Mm-hmm.
And the dark purple is Druid.
Druid.
The dark purple is Druid.
Okay.
While Tony's husband does wigs and whatnot, he loves listening to 60s music.
Yep.
And Motown.
Well, sometimes he listens to like those new age
Really?
stations too.
I would love to see him getting jiggy to WAP.
No, new age. You know, new age. It's like Celtic.
I'm kidding.
and
I'm kidding.
WAP, please. A little more towards me.
Where did I put my jewelry? Oh, there.
Right here.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. I don't understand. Why can't your eye shape be more like mine?
I don't know, Tony. Why? Perhaps you can elucidate. Perhaps it's because we don't have the same face.
You know, things would just be so much easier if you had my face.
I mean, this is where we're at, children. And, you know, there's something to be said about having a face like mine. Nowhere in the world is there a face like mine. And nowhere in the world is there a shape like mine. I'm perfect. How unlucky to be me.
Lord.
Are you putting the darker blue, the druid in that area? I thought so.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we're creating depth in the eye.
I'm trying to.
This is too funny.
What is?
Just that you're learning my face. You're learning the ins and outs of it.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you.
Getting to like you.
Getting to hope you like me. Never a dull moment here at the Homeperm residence.
So, we're going to go... There is no actual black.
There is no black or white.
Yes. So
there is, however, a black shimmer, it looks like.
Just swatch. I'm curious how it looks.
I mean...
Oh, you know what? We can use that.
That's pretty black.
We could use that.
Not gonna lie, that's actually relatively black, and it's called... That's not Fool's Gold.
What is it?
Thieves' Tongue.
No, that's... Oh, yes, Thieves' Tongue.
It's Thieves' Tongue.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
It's Thieves'
Tongue. You're right. Yes.
So this is backwards.
Yes. Well,
It's backwards. So
Yeah.
the blue is not Orc's blood.
it's not.
The blue is
Arcane
voice.
Oh, and the purple is
Ultra vibration.
Oh.
And the blue shimmer is called snowstorm.
Okay, we had it wrong.
We did have it wrong, in fact, because it's
Yes,
flipped. Isn't that
yes.
something?
Yes. Well, it's when you're looking at the names, you're reading it exactly the way they would be laid out.
Yep. It happens.
Yes.
It happens.
Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's get some. Oh yes, this is gonna give us some nice
Dimension.
I do need a
Third
fluffier.
dimension, as it were. You know, it's funny. When I came up with the name, I didn't even come up with the name Tom Catt. I don't know if I've told you guys. But the reason I named myself Tom Catt was because years ago, I'm talking when I was in grade school, we were given an assignment to create a comic book character.
Oh.
And my father came up with Tom Catt
Uh-huh.
to the tune of Top Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to those who don't remember, Top
Yes, I
Cat
remember
was
Top
a Hanna-Barbera cartoon years ago of a, street savvy, street smart cat named Tom. And his name was Tom Catt. So as I got older, I was like, I want an AIM. And, AIM was very big. Isn't that awful that I say that? AIM
What?
was very big in my youth.
AIM?
It doesn't exist anymore. Like AOL Instant Messenger.
Yes.
And now you're showing your age. We're both showing our ages.
Yes. AIM.
I
Forgot about that.
So I came up with the name Tom Catt. So it was TOMCATT because I was a burgeoning young queer who was very interested in the...
You're queer?
Bum, 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 bum,
Don,
bum,
we
bum,
now
bum,
are gay apparel.
And I was very interested in the porn star Tom Catt.
Oh, I remember him. I remember him.
He's a big old muscle jock.
Yes, but he's actually straight.
He was straight. He actually is. No, he is still straight. He's now actually a pastor in Florida.
Oh my Lord! Please, Mary.
Well, he supports. He supports queer. He obviously knows his past, but from what I understand, he's actually very supportive. Okay. He's a very supportive pastor.
I should hope so. With all the
with his
gay
past,
sex he had.
With his past, of course. Hey, it paid the bills.
Yeah.
It paid the bills.
Yeah.
But yeah, he spelled his name Katt.
Yes.
So I was like, well,
there's a little bit more.
There's already a Tom Catt that exists, so I'm going to change it to CATT.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, it's just been following me, and it's my name for everything. It's my drag name, it's my performer name, it's my burlesque name, it's my everything name. And I actually had a conversation with my agents, and they were just like, Tom Catt's a great stage name, just keep on using it. And I'm like, I will! Thank you for validating me!
Oh my God.
Listen, Bernadette Peters changed her name.
What was it before?
Something very Italian.
Oh.
And the reason she changed her name was because she didn't want to be typecast as a sort of mob mall.
Well, that makes sense.
Actually, my phone is not there. There
it is.
What was Bernadette Peters' real name? Bernadette Lazzara.
Lazzara. Oh, almost like my name.
Yes, Mazzara.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the R.A.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have the R.A.
Mazza, that's it.
Yes. The two Z's are very common in
Yes, they are.
Italian names, and it's not a Z sound; it's a T
sound.
Like pizza.
My partner was so angry at me one time because he would sometimes pronounce the GLI in like he actually got offended because he was just like, if you're so smart, how do you pronounce it? And I forget what the word was. But it was one of those things where you need to pronounce the GN or the GL as in. So if I'll give you a last name, Birbiglia. It's not Birbiglia, it's Birbiglia.
Birbiglia, yes.
Birbiglia.
Yes.
I
know what you're saying.
And the same thing with lasagna. It's.
Let me see. A little more blend here.
It's not lasagna, although I've been known to call it that because I'm pretentious and also an idiot. But it's lasagna.
Lasagna.
And we're blending.
We're blending. We're blend. Here.
I'm very interested to see what this looks like.
Me too.
Because I've never... Don't make me laugh while you're putting on eyeshadow, ma'am. Don't do that.
All right. I think.
Therefore I am.
I think we're gonna go with that.
Now I want a full.
Well, it's gonna be kind of meaningless until.
All things considered, it doesn't look bad.
Because
Doesn't look bad.
Mine always looks messy before the cut crease.
Yeah. It's fine. I don't mind. My mustache is coming through, but that's, I've learned to accept it at this point.
You'll have you wear a veil. Right.
7 brides for 7 brothers.
So I think we are going to use this to cut your crease. I have it fresh, untouched by any human hands or skin. All right. I think I gotta stop here. We're gonna cut the crease off camera.
Cut the crease off camera.
And then we'll be back.
And we'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Burb.
Pray for us.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, so we did the eyeshadow. I cut the crease. Oh, excuse me.
This is where we're at, friends.
Unfortunately, I don't know your face like I do mine. I should have cut the crease higher.
It happens.
But
this is what learning is for.
We just got to go with it.
We just got to deal with it.
So,
fine, it happens.
So we're going to
go under the eye.
Smoke out the under eye. I'm going to use this black. Put some on the outer edge of the upper eye too. And now some of the blue. Open your eyes. Okay, let's take another little brush. And soften this.
There's no such thing as soft with me. I'm all hard edges and angles. Despite my rotund shape, I am still very much built like I'm built like Eleanor Audley.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
I remember her, feisty old broad. Franklin, if you can have a mistress, so can I.
I'm going to jump into a little bit of black here.
I was telling Toni before we cut to break that he is influencing me to take full advantage of the fact that I have a very feline eye.
Take advantage of anything that you can take advantage of and drag. Take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I feel like Frumasara. Frumasara.
Who's Frumasara?
You don't remember from Fiddler on the Roof?
It's been so many years since I've seen that
show.
Oh,
you need to watch it. The Frumasara was Laser Wolf's first wife. But she died, and she came to Tevye in a dream, a nightmare.
Oh.
And, clothes, pearls, pearls.
Oh.
You don't remember that, do you?
No, I don't. Thought he was messing up my lips.
And he's a theater person.
Sorta. All right. Put your mascara on.
Put my mascara on.
Put
the mascara on. Put the mascara on.
I have to take a potty break.
Go take a potty break. I'll be doing my thing here. Now, it's very important that you do not pump air into your mascara. That's how diseases happen. So you just pull it out. Just pull it out. And I sweep. And then sweep up. Now, some queens will use a clamp, whatever those are called. Curlers. They're called curlers, Tom. Where they'll use curlers. And well, I do not ascribe to curlers. I just press and hold and get right in the lash. Wiggle it if you must, and that will give you enough black to do all this fun stuff. And because I used white on my face, you know, it's just the way it happened. And it's okay to tell a drag queen that you need to fix up the makeup that they put on you.
She takes no offense.
Not in the slightest.
Because anyway, even after going through what we've gone through so far, I'm like, oh, I should have done this. I should have done that.
And it's fine. You know, there's always going to be one of those moments where you're like, I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have done this. But that's what drag is. It's all a learning curve.
Caca happens.
Yes. I'm going to do myself a really big favor because we're done with everything, right? We're done with the eyes, just with the exception of the lashes.
Lashes and
liner.
Put some white in the waterline.
So what I want to do is just get rid of all that excess powder on my face, so that way I actually look normal and not so blotchy.
Granted, it's not my best work, but it doesn't look bad. I'm kind of digging the eye on you.
Yeah, I don't hate the eye on you.
If I had just cut the crease higher, and if I could have gotten more of a white,
it's very
on it.
It's very modern day Lily Munster.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it either. But you know, I'm always critical of my own work
because that's just who you are as a person. I was telling the audience not to pump their mascaras.
Don't pump your mascara, kids. Am I still looking fresh?
Yes, you're still looking fine. You are looking far better than I am.
Just twist the knife in my back.
No, you look beautiful. And so do I.
I know.
Modest Millie over here.
I am the most modest person I know.
Yeah, okay. Thoroughly modest Millie.
Say that in all modesty. In all modesty.
So now comes color.
Color.
Because now we're going to contour everything. And it's going to pull all of this together. So you have that. I'm going to give you... Not you. Where is my... So there's this. Or this one.
That's
they're both the same, it's just one has an angle on it.
Yes.
There's also this one, but I use this for my blush.
Okay, we won't use that.
Unless you want to use these two. You can use, you could do this one for blush and this one for contour, because I like using heavy. I'm very heavy-handed with my contour, especially when I do a white base.
So am I. See, but what I use for my contour, but it's preference.
I have
a brush that's more sort of shaped like that for my contour, because I like to really chisel. But I could make this work. Yes, now you're talking. See, I like this kind of shape.
I don't, only because I like having a lot of brown on my... I'm not going to finish that statement, but I like having a lot of contour on my face. Honey, get right on in there.
We're going in ham,
just
kids.
Get right in there.
Let's get a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Okay. So, like how I usually do, I sort of like dance my contour on.
Oh, I don't. Oh, man. We have very different makeup application.
You know. Actually, could you... Yes. You want to really cut out that cheekbone right there. But then but then after I dance it on, then and on the forehead.
If you would like to see Tom Catt apply their makeup, they have a video available on their Facebook page. Where it is, I don't know. But it's there, it exists.
And I usually for the jawbone, yes, there we go. I usually do that dark. Mm-hmm. Very dark. Very dark. We eliminate double chins. Triple chins.
Eliminate all the chins.
Quadruple chins. And we feminize the jawbone.
I just take my blush brush and I go to town. But it's also because I have no self-control. My therapist is helping me, kids. There's help out there. Find it. And again, myself personally, I OD on blush. If you want, blend it downward so that it like matches my neck. There you go.
Oh, it's like painting a house.
You know, Ma, you're not too old that I can send you to Shady Pines.
A pretty girl is like a melody. All right, let me get the other side.
Thank heaven for little girls. Oh, Marie Chevalier didn't know how wrong he was.
I know. That a song that like has not
aged
up.
well.
Do the sucky. Well, let me rephrase that.
Fish face. Just say fish face.
Fish face. I used to do my contour a little lower on the face.
I was told by my makeup instructor that I have never done this. I bring it as far from my lip as possible without bringing it directly to my lip.
Yes, I don't bring it directly to the lip either. It's fairly even.
Now, what some drag queens do, and by drag queens I mean myself, is what I'll do is I'll take the blush brush and I'll go literally where Toni's going right now.
I put blush there too.
Just bring everything around because you want to make your face look smaller and blended.
Smaller and blended. All that good stuff.
You are so light-handed. It's so adorable.
Well, I'm working with a more
She's
petite,
so dainty. She's so
shell.
dainty and so delicate.
I'm so shell-like. Have you ever seen? There's this one girl on YouTube. I forget her name. Mm-hmm. She goes to like worst makeup artists.
Yeah.
And and she I don't know how she's able to record them, but some of them are like so like rough. And like they were like doing something in a water line, and they're like yanking the bottom lid down.
My God!
And some of them are so unhygienic, it's unbelievable.
That's just uncouth.
Good. The jaw. other side. This is one area that I contour really heavy.
Well, because you need to hide all those imperfections.
Exactly. It's like, blend them away, kids. Blend them away.
Yep, just blend it all the way down my neck.
There we go. There we go.
What my mother taught me was she would run her hand under the water and blend the contour down the neck.
And let's get under here. If you want to go back in.
Oh,
Heavier.
I adore you. I will.
understand.
I will most assuredly.
I understand.
I will teach the children.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
This is how I would do.
This is how Toni does.
This
does
is
the
how I would do
contour.
it.
But because I painted so pale, you need to give a lot of color.
Yes.
You need to give a lot of color. My neck looks good though. Like the blending on the neck looks great.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Like
And you don't have like a white powder that you use for highlighting?
Never.
No?
Nope.
How come?
Because I have white on already.
But so what do you use?
What do you mean?
On the highlight areas, you don't reinforce?
I use my foundation.
You don't.
So what I do with my base, because I was showing Toni this earlier, with my base I do foundation and then I do highlight. I do highlight here, I do highlight on the nose, I do highlight on my lips, highlight on my chin, highlight on my forehead. That's where I do my highlight. It's after the cream and the foundation and that stuff is on me that I go to town with the powder.
See, I do like white under here, down the nose, upper lip, chin, like here. I do like a white powder there after I've done the dark.
You do white powder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't because white powder just does nothing for me.
Right.
White powder does absolutely nothing for me.
All right, where's your blush?
My blush? Where is my blush?
Blush.
Oh wait, no, I only
No?
just had the damn
I
thing.
know, we were looking at it before.
We were looking at it before. Well, this is depressing. Tell me it's in.
We just had it.
Nope, that's my Zodiac palette.
We
Watch your
just
feet.
had her.
Watch your feet.
We just had her.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, she's all the way on the bottom.
All the way at the bottom of the
All the way
box.
at the bottom. All right, and where's your blush? Blush.
That brush.
Brushes.
That brush.
Okay.
You want to use this one or this one? Or do you want to be best picky?
No. And I think I'm gonna stick with that because it's a little more coral. Let me just see. I love blush because that sort of like breeds like the color back to
An otherwise
Our
pallid
faces.
demeanor.
well, even on mine, even though I'm lucky enough that I can put down a base that's my.
But as
skin
you guys
color.
can see, the white is slowly going away because the color is returning to my face.
Yeah.
And again, he's so sweet. I literally just take I take the brush, do like that, and then cram it onto my face because I don't care. I don't have any self-control. And I also bring the blush down into my jawline as well. Do you do that?
No, but I will do it on you.
It's because I remember a friend of mine said, that's how the old ladies used to do it. And I'm like,
Who does he think he's talking to?
who am I? Am I not an old lady? Go ahead, just get right up on in there. Yeah, this is the part that I have, like my contour, I have the most fun putting my contour on.
Contour can be very fun. The thing about contouring is
Want to know what I hate contouring?
what?
My nose.
Oh, I didn't do your nose.
Hey,
I didn't do your nose. I
It's
gotta
fine.
do your nose.
It's okay.
No, we gotta do it.
That's what we have these for.
Oh, I think I could use that to contour the nose.
Oh, I use it to contour the nose.
Yeah.
I use a fluffy brush to contour my nose.
Oh, not me. See, I use like I use a
Oh,
brush
you use an
like
angle
that.
brush?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Well.
Yes. Get this side. Could you scooch?
I can scooch.
Can you scooch?
We're at 23 minutes.
All right. Oh, I doesn't have enough on that.
It happens.
What was she thinking? What was she thinking?
Yeah, but now that all the powder's off my face, it doesn't look bad. Like it's looking like a face now.
Yeah.
Because that's what some queens forget. Some queens forget that they still have powder on their face and they need to get rid of it.
Yes. Very true. Well, what I like to do is, after I've done all my powders, but before my highlight, I like to use like that setting spray of mine that I created.
Yes, the witch hazel, the
Yeah.
water, the... Oh, no, there's no water in it.
Yes, distilled water.
Oh, distilled water. I'm so sorry.
Distilled water. Yeah. You never want to use like tap water for something like that.
Oh, God, no.
You know, anything like that. If you're making like your own setting spray, you have to use like a distilled water.
Yep, just get right up on in there.
We're going in ham, kids. We're taking no prisoners.
But I mean, doing the contour is so much fun because there's no wrong way to do it.
Not really.
I mean, unless you're just going to put bronzer all over your face.
Yeah.
Which there are some queens that do that. And if you're one of those queens that do that, please be gentle to your face.
Do you put blush anywhere else on the face?
Let's find out. Let's... Okay, so here's what's going to happen next. Sit down.
Oh, we've gone from we're sort of amalgamating.
This is now
This is the
this is now the Homeperm Cat show. So no, not you. I do like you though.
How much did you pay for this contour palette?
30 something.
If you're gonna be that ham with contour, get yourself a BH Cosmetics contour palette.
Oh, stop it!
That's what I use.
It provides great coverage. I love it to absolute bits and pieces.
So does the BH Cosmetics one. But they're like very reasonably priced, and you don't have to feel bad about going in.
I was initially.
Damn.
I bought this one for I think $45. They had the Kat Von D one, but then I was just like,
Oh, too problematic.
too problematic.
Too problematic.
And I bring it down. You see where that wrinkle is?
Yeah.
I bring it right to that wrinkle.
Okay.
Oh, that mustache area. If anybody has any sort of advice for mustaches, please let me know. Okay. I blew the mirror, I didn't blow the powder. Don't want to break a nail here. I do it in the apples of my cheeks. We are giving you Doink the Clown realness here, kids.
Oh, we are clowns. Drag queens are the new clowns.
Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown.
That's what we are, drag queens. We're the new clowns. Literally. Clown white.
I don't particularly hate that.
I don't either.
I kind of look like that one... No, I don't. I don't hate that. Again, I'm heavy-handed on the blush, but you know something? I can because it's my face.
It's your face. All right. But I do got to
Oh, you do have to do the nose contour.
We do. Guess we're not going to bother doing the white.
Nope, because it's already white.
It's already there.
And again, it's just being okay with finding the right color to put on your face.
True.
I actually learned that contour trick from Patrick Starr.
What contour trick?
Just taking the brush, brushing it all over the place, and then like chiseling it into your face. Sometimes I watch modern makeup artists. I'm not always an old lady. Who am I kidding? I'm always an old lady.
That color. Right, little too. Right.
Just remember, there's also those nudes on top that you can use to like blend it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. This one a little more red than I wanted.
Red?
Yeah.
Well, because you
reddish.
use... No, I know which one you used.
Reddish, yeah. I thought that would be a good color. But it's all right. I'm just going to go in. This is a little more neutral. We need to get close.
Oh! Oh my god, I feel like Glenn Close.
She will not be ignored.
I won't be ignored, Dan!
Oh.
Well, here she is.
Here she is. Kitty Homeperm.
Hi!
My sister. Sisters.
Never were there such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no, sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her. I literally just threw my band. That's where we're at tonight, kids.
Yes. So,
I'm a real home perm. I'm just making messes everywhere.
Of course, why not? So, yes, we did cut like quite a bit of things.
There's a lot of things we cut.
We had some issues.
Some snafus.
We had some snafus.
I don't hate how pale my. Honestly, you know, I was looking at myself earlier, and I was just like, I am hello, I'm very pale.
I mean,
I'm ghostly.
I feel like Latino next to you.
I'm the ghost of Mrs. Homeperm.
I mean, but yeah, we had some difficulties. It ended up being more of a collaboration than just a home perming her. Just because we had to make things.
We had to make things work. We had to make things work.
But I had a good feeling that once the full look was in place with hair, jewelry. I have to mention this is. The jewelry is by
Alexis Flame.
Crystal Fire.
Crystal Fire.
Crystal
Fire. Crystal Ice. I don't know. Ice Fire. Something like that.
Crystal Fire. So we're both wearing Crystal Fire by Alexis Flame.
Flame. These have always brought me luck. These have always brought me luck.
So,
I feel like I need my gloves, honestly, because that's going to be the shtick from now on. It's just I need to keep gloves on me at all times.
I didn't bother with nails today either, so
I always
it's fine.
have nails on.
Yes, you're lucky. But I was not doing.
Did you think these were real? They are. It's my hands.
They are
costume jewelry.
Yes. Oh, but
like looking in the mirror.
I know.
Like looking in the mirror.
Terrified. We could be in the remake of The Parent Trap. And we could be confusing Alexis.
Somewhere Lindsay Lohan is rolling.
Yes. Well, in more ways than one.
In more ways than one.
But I have to say, I think it's successful.
I think it's successful.
You look really good. Like, if I went to a show somewhere and you walked down on stage looking like this, I mean, there would be no doubt in my mind you're a professional drag queen. I mean, you'll look fabulous. You really do.
Thank you.
You really look fabulous.
All things considered, you know, it really was a collaborative effort.
Yes.
And yes, there were definitely some snafus with my foundation.
Which couldn't be helped. It wasn't.
Could not be helped.
That was out of everyone's. That was
literally out of everyone's control. I've come to the conclusion I just need to put my makeup on in the frozen tundra.
Yes. And considering the way the temperature is right now,
I'm going to join Frankie Doom in Alaska. That's what I'm going to do.
We're just about there.
But this is absolutely astonishing. I had my doubts.
Mm-hmm.
I had my doubts.
I know.
But we pulled it together because that's just what we do. We are professional drag queens. This is how we handle it.
That's right. So now, everyone, if you liked this video, and I hope you did.
Me too.
Then please hit the like button down below. Please be sure to press the subscribe and notification bell.
Like and subscribe. Get those notifications sent to you.
This way, YouTube alerts you every time one of my new videos comes out. And of course, you can always see me twice a month on Naughty or Nice with the horror diva Alexis Flame. And you're actually the special guest on Naughty or Nice tonight.
Yes, it's absolutely hysterical.
The holiday special.
The holiday special. Mm-hmm. Not only am I Kitty Homeperm, I'm also going to try out my Phyllis Diller impersonation.
Now, I didn't see it until you just said it, and now I can't get it out of my mind.
All I need is the cigarette and the gloves. That's it.
Yes, and talk about Killer.
Killer Diller.
What was her husband's name?
Fang. Her husband's name was Fang.
Fang. This might be something else.
This might be something else for me.
To add to the repertoire.
If I can do B. Arthur, and boy howdy can I. Yes. I can do Phyllis Diller.
You can do Phyllis Diller. And, of course, there is the weekly podcast.
Yes, there's a weekly podcast.
Why don't you tell them about it?
For that, Walter. Mm-hmm. It's God Will Get You for That, Walter. A podcast where we discuss the 1970s sitcom Maude. Mm-hmm. And the inner machinations of that television program where we discuss hot topic issues of the day compared to where they were 50 years ago.
How much things have changed and in some ways...
They've stayed the same.
They've stayed the same.
Just like me. I don't change for anybody.
No.
Not even my own sister.
Not even her own sister. And, of course, the details for all of those shows are going to be listed down below.
Yep.
Of course, also, I will have listed where to get all of the merch, including the Naughty or Nice palette, which we used part of the.
We did. We used part of the Naughty or Nice palette. And we also used. We can thank Winter Foxx. With Foxx Beauty.
Mm-hmm. And it's Foxx with 2 X's.
Foxx with 2 X's.
And I'll leave all the details for Foxx Beauty in the details.
He'll get he'll do what he usually does with his palettes. He'll take a picture of it, post it with his video, and
yeah.
Here we are.
And that'll be it. So, thank you for letting me Homeperm you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to be Homeperm.
I had fun.
We had fun. We had fun.
It was
not for anything. I think the highlight was me just saying, "Give me the damn brush."
Give me the damn brush. I was like, okay, take it.
But all things considered, I do genuinely love and appreciate this person, and
how could she not?
Don't push your luck. Thank you. But I am so thankful that I was here today on this special episode of Makeup with Toni. Toni Makeup. Makeup the Toni.
Toni Homeperm.
Except the Toni.
Toni with an I.
Toni with an I. If you would like to follow me, you can at that Tom Catt on all forms of social media. And that's Cat with 2 T's. Today's episode has just been nothing but 2 of everything. 2 of everything. And there's 2 Homeperms.
2 Homeperms.
2 Homeperms for the price of 1.
For the price of 1. Who would have guessed?
I didn't.
You knew who could. Really.
But here, this gorgeous hunk of woman will see you next week on the next edition of Makeup with Toni. You need to come up with a name for it.
Yeah, I guess so. I will.
You need to come up with
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
I can't keep trying to vamp for so much because by that point I'm going to start branding you.
Don't bother. All right, that's
Bye, guys.
That's it for this video. I look forward to seeing all of you again in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.